and it's connected, so you can take that into account when you're thinking, how should I behave? Well, I don't want to upset these people. You're going to upset those people. Maybe you think, yes, I'd really like to do that. Well, a lot of people would like me to do that. It's a way you can choose to help your behaviour fit with the preferences that other people have expressed. So, for example, and this is one way that you could look at a relationship, because at some point we're going to have to take this data, these numbers, and show it to people in a form they can understand. Well, if you know X and Y axes, that's a win for the guy who's getting a lift from the station, plus cost 2 to someone else. Then if it goes the other way, you give a lift back. Where's the next score? Well, you've both saved each other time, because you helped each other out. And you could do more. So this would be an alternative to a list of bank transactions. How has that person's behaviour impacted you? Or, how has it impacted your friends? Because maybe you're thinking, should I help this guy? No, I don't know much, he's never done anything for me. Ah, he helped my brother. Okay, cool. Well, then you're going to help him. So it becomes quite important. Other people care about you in the network. If you can help, maybe you can't help out somebody directly, that's going to be a problem if you're in a barter type system. Because you've got something I want, but I can't help you out. But if we have computers to reconcile this, then it can flow through the network. So, no comments on that slide, but I would like to live in this world. And I believe, in spite of all the damage that's been done, that we can live in a world like this. Morning, Casper.
Hello.
So, you've arrived just in time for the questions, because this is the computer section. Friend-to-friend network. Again, I've published on this in other places. And this is not the time to go computery, but remember what we said, it stores data. This is your alternative economic transactions. It manages cryptography. It manages public, private keys so that it can't easily be hacked. And it's done on a decentralized basis. That, I suspect, is going to be a lot easier to keep private than one large target, which would all the hackers and all the people who would like to get their hands on this data can look into. And it's got a bit of programming ability, so you can automate it. And this is how, in the old world, data is stored. I'll talk about the old world because I'm already in the new world. Well, I'd like to be. Data storage on the web. You go to a website and they're saying, who are you? Give us some details. And you give them some details, and they give you a cookie. They store it in their big database. That's a big database. It's got all the data. And you go to the next website, they don't know who you are either. So you've got to give them a copy of your data. And then give you a password or a cookie, so next time you go, you can prove. But it's up to you, first of all, to hand out lots of copies of your data to people who you may not trust, they want to use it. And it's up to you to prove your identity. So, well, that's how the web works. Could it be done in a more efficient or a more secure way? What about if you had one machine, your friend-to-friend server, which stored all your data, one copy of your data, so that if you moved house or your circumstances change, you change one copy. Anybody wants the data, maybe they want your credit card number because you're buying a book off them, then they can ask for it. So they come to you with a key and say, look, this is us, the guys at Amazon, you do trust us, can you give us that temporarily? So this is an alternative way of managing data that I've designed and published. I've got a prototype of this running. So that's the structure. Processing the data is done with these machines, which don't have to be a physical. If you trust somebody online, they could manage your server for you. Then you have the internet to transport that, to make sure that your data can communicate with other people's. What do we particularly need for this system? We need to have this meaning ascribed to the data, how much you trust people, if they've helped you or if they've hindered you, how you feel about what they've done. That's the altruistic economics. There's a meta-evaluation layer which will look through a lot of data in the same way that Google will look through a huge amount of data and will just give you a simple set of the things that you might like these 10 pages are probably good pages for your keywords. So this too will summarize a lot of data and say, yeah, don't trust him, he's been a good guy, he's helped you out, and so on. And then the last level is the level that shows it to the user, so this will deal with different languages, maybe showing graphics. That's the gift economy layer. So that's the project structure. Where are you with the project? There's a prototype, the friend-to-friend, which is done. The internet's already there. You can put in a dark net. That's just a method you can try and use to be more anonymous. If you were worried about central authorities of any kind monitoring what was going on. Definition is been published. Meta-evaluation and gift economy haven't. And it's fair to say that I will very much appreciate any help on this.